Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Madhur, a PhD researcher in health sciences, and today we're gonna discuss a topic that impacts each one of us. Here I'm talking about vaccines. Whether you have thought it or not, but vaccines plays a huge role in shaping the world we live in, protecting communities, improving our health, and saving countless lives over the centuries. Even though vaccines have been one of the most important medical breakthroughs in human history, there is a lot of debate, concerns, and misinformation around them. But why is that, and how we get to the point where some people question and reject vaccines altogether, creating what we call the anti-vaccine movement or vaccine hesitancy. In this video, we're gonna explore the fascinating history of vaccines, uncover why they become such powerful tool in our healthcare, and dig into the reason why it becomes skepticism that some people feel today about vaccines. Make sure to stay with me till the end of the video because we will be breaking down the science and facts, but also the emotion, fear, and social dynamics that fuels these debates. So let's travel back in time in 18th century where the modern vaccination story begins. In the year 1796, an English doctor named Edward Jenner made an observation that would change a history. During this time, the world was facing a threat called smallpox, a disease that claims thousands of lives and left many survivors with lifelong scars. Here, Jenner noticed something interesting. Local milkmaid who had caught the mild infection called cowpox seems to be protected by smallpox. Driven by his determination, Jenner tested his theory by giving a young boy, James, material from cowpox sore and later exposing him to smallpox. The boy stayed healthy. This experiment marked the creation of first vaccine, a name inspired by a Latin word vacca, meaning cow. Over the next 2 centuries, medical science advanced rapidly. Vaccines were developed for life-threatening diseases like polio, measles, hepatitis, influenza, and many more. These vaccines have saved millions of lives and even led to a complete elimination of smallpox, a disease once feared by a worldwide population. This is the reason vaccine recognized as a powerful public health tool which dramatically lower illnesses and death rates, increasing average life expectancy and helping society to prevent public health crises before they escalate on a global level. So it is important to remember behind every vaccine we have today is a long history of research, discovery, and dedication. But here's the thing that might surprise you. Opposition or resistance against a vaccine isn't a new thing. Even back in the 18th century, when government in Europe begins the vaccination program against smallpox, there were protests and pushbacks. Many people argued that these measures infringed on personal freedom or conflicted with religious or cultural beliefs of the people. In fact, there were a lot of organized groups, also known as anti-vaccination leagues, both in Britain and United States. This was long before the age of internet and social media. So their concerns varied. Some feared for safety, others distrust the medical authorities or government mandates. And just like today, humors and misinformation spread through the channels available at that time, like pamphlet, newspaper, and word of mouth. So while modern conversation around vaccination hesitancy might feel very recent, the root of this mindset actually go back more than a century. So it's a part of long complicated relationship between science, society, and trust. Now let's fast forward to the 20th century when a major turning point shaped modern views on vaccines. In 1998, a British doctor named Andrew Wakefield published a research suggesting that there might be a connection between the MMR vaccine, which protects us against measles, mumps, and rubella, is linked to cause autism. This claim caused a media sensation, sparking widespread fear among parents. But here's the important part. The study was thoroughly investigated by the scientific community, which found to be flawed and inaccurate, and was ultimately retracted. Because of this reason, Wakefield lost his medical license. Unfortunately, by this time this correction happened, the fear and misinformation already spread. The idea of that hold in public conversations fueling the doubts linger even today. And if we talk about present situation, vaccine hesitancy is influenced by various factors such as misinformation and social media. As we know, in today's digital world, false or misleading claims can spread faster and more wider than ever before, making it difficult to separate it from facts and misinformation. Mistrust in pharmaceutical companies. Some people worry that health products, including vaccines, are motivated by profits than by public well-being. Government skepticism. There is also a segment of people who are cautious about government-led public health policies, fearing that it might be politically driven or lacking transparency. Religious and philosophical views. Certain communities and individuals have long standing personal or moral beliefs that lead them to question vaccination programs. And the most important part, concerns regarding the side effects of vaccination. Even though most of the side effects are very rare or very mild, hearing about them, especially on online platforms, could heighten the anxiety and fear among the people. Global COVID-19 pandemic added another layer to it. Rapid vaccination development, evolving health guidelines, and rising political tension around the globe created fragile ground for vaccine skepticism to grow and spread among the population. Understanding these factors and these dynamics help us to see the vaccination hesitancy isn't just about science, it's linked to trust, communication, and social dynamics. Now let's talk about why this matters to all of us, whether you are personally concerned or not. Vaccines do not only protect the individual who receives them, they work on the principle of herd immunity. This means when a large portion of a population is vaccinated, the spread of disease usually slows down or stops, protecting those who can't be vaccinated, like infants, elderly people, or individuals with certain medical conditions. But when vaccine rate drops, this protective barrier weakens. Diseases that were once under control, like measles, can make a comeback, leading to a fresh outbreak even to the places where they were nearly eliminated. This is the reason why vaccine discussion goes beyond to the personal reasons. They become about community responsibility, because we all are the part of public health ecosystem where one person's choices ripple out to affect other people. So by understanding this, we can move past the idea of us versus them and focus on working together to create a healthier and safer environment for everyone. So now the big question is what we can do. When we hear about vaccination hesitancy or anti-vaccine beliefs, it's very easy to feel frustrated or even dismissive. But according to the public health professionals, that mocking or shaming people who are hesitant towards vaccine usually doesn't help and might even make the divide worse. So, what we can do as a community? First, listen with empathy. Instead of jumping to arguments, try to understand someone's fear and doubts. A lot of the time, people have genuine concerns or personal experiences that shapes their perspective. Second, share clear and trustworthy information. This doesn't mean overwhelming people with a lot of medical information or bombarding them with the facts. Instead, focus on calm, respectful conversation that build the understanding over the period of time. We should focus on improving public health trust. Health authorities, government, and public health scientists plays a critical role. Transparency, accountability, and open communication are essential for maintaining public confidence. And last, actively address the misinformation. Online spaces are full of mixed messages. By reporting inaccurate or misleading content and supporting credible sources, we can help creating a healthier environment for all of us. At its core, public health isn't about medicine or science, it's about trust, communication, and collective action. When we work together with an understanding and care, we create stronger and healthier communities. Vaccine represent one of the humanity's most remarkable achievement, transforming global health and saving millions of lives. But around them, we also find layers of social, political, and emotional complexity that can't be ignored. So the rise of anti-vaccine movement didn't happen overnight. It's the result of long history shaped by misinformation, shifting public trust, personal beliefs, and human psychology. So if you found this video informative, please support this channel and share this video with other people to spread awareness regarding anti-vax communities. Also, tell me in the comment section, what are your thoughts on anti-vaccine movement? Have you ever come across these kind of discussions? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Till then, stay safe and stay healthy.